Hey guys, welcome back. Today this is going to be a read for the sign of Aries. If you're new here, this is the Soul Room 111. My name is Trisha. Welcome in. Let's see what wants to come out for Aries today. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so maybe you have some boundaries up with somebody. The Hanged Man. You're seeing things from a different perspective, or you need to. Page of Pentacles. So maybe you're wanting to start something new. You're wanting to study something. Maybe you have an idea. Yeah, so the Fool just popped out, and it kind of popped out sideways. So maybe you're kind of unsure yet if you should take this new opportunity or you should go towards this new beginning. The High Priestess wanted to come out. So maybe there's some secrets here, or you're listening to your intuition on this, wanting to take this new opportunity. So the Four of Cups in reverse came out, so it can definitely be around a new beginning. The Moon's in reverse, so maybe you're realizing something, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So maybe this is something that you didn't take before, or you're passionate about it, but you're not sure about starting it. This could be something that's coming in towards you from somebody else, but nobody else is out here on the board yet. And there's the Three of Cups. So this might be something that makes you really happy. This might be something to do with other people. Maybe you're getting a promotion at work and you've been working towards it and you feel like it's coming in. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you are ready to receive. You know, you're ready to give and to receive. So this could be somebody coming towards you. This, you know, they want to celebrate with you. They want to take you out, whatever. But this could also look like a work situation, or maybe just wanting to start a side hobby, because there's no people in this yet. So just the Queen of Swords. So this is just about you so far. What else wants to come out for this read? So the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you've gotten impatient with this. You feel like you've put a lot into it and you're ready for that Six of Pentacles, that give and receive. The Page of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this is something that you can't walk away from. There's the Seven of Swords. Maybe you feel like there's been some deception. This could be a work situation. This could be a person, you know, maybe you're waiting for an apology. But this to me looks like a work situation, because it's something that you can't walk away from. Looks like you've grown impatient and you've been waiting for this Page of Cups to come in, and there's been some deception. So either it's coming in now with that Page of Pentacles, or this is something new that you're starting with the Fool energy here. This could be something totally different. You know, maybe you're looking into starting a side hobby or a part-time job, or something that you're passionate about but unsure about. What else is... Yeah, so the Emperor in reverse and the King of Cups. So this could be somebody that's coming towards you, a King of Cups that you've been dealing with. You know, maybe they've been holding back with that Emperor in reverse. Maybe they've been holding on to control, and now they, you know, they want to come back around. Or this could just be you going towards a new, maybe you're looking for a new boss, somebody who's more emotionally stable than the boss that maybe you've been dealing with, an Emperor in reverse boss. What else is here? Eight of Wands. So there's definitely some kind of movement forward with this situation, whether it's this person coming towards you or you moving towards a new opportunity. The Seven of Cups is in reverse, so maybe this is something that there's some illusion and some fantasies that need to be talked about. And the Ten of Swords is in reverse, so something maybe needs to be healed with this situation, or they have hopes that it can be healed. Five of Wands, yeah. So maybe they feel like there's competition. Maybe they feel like there's been conflict and they want to heal that conflict. Seven of Wands. Maybe they've been defensive. Maybe they want to come in and heal that they've been holding back. The Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So there's been conflict. They feel like they've had to defend themselves. You know, maybe they've been really defensive. If this is somebody that you're dealing with. And there's the Queen of Cups. So they see you, if this is a person, they see you as their counterpart. The Queen of Cups is open to receive. If this is going towards a new situation and moving towards a job situation, this looks like a lot of conflict here that you've had at your old situation, your old job situation. And you want to move away from that conflict. You want to have to, you know, you don't want to have to defend yourself anymore. You want to move towards healing, something that is equal give and take. And the Queen of Cups energy is somebody who's open to receive. There's the Chariot. So this is talking about moving forward. It's also talking about having the willpower, the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this could definitely be somebody that misses you, somebody who wants to talk to you, come towards you with that Chariot. And the Four of Wands. So this is somebody that they see stability with you. And if this is a job situation, that's what you're craving. You're craving something stable. You know, the Five of Pentacles is here. So you could feel lack at your current situation. Maybe this person is currently out in the cold with you. You know, maybe there's no contact. The Ace of Cups is here in reverse. If this is a situation, this isn't somebody that you've dated yet. This is somebody new. The Knight of Swords, but they want to come in with some truth. And the Three of Wands. So maybe they aren't sure yet how to do that, how to come in with this truth. Maybe they feel like you've moved on. The Eight of Pentacles came out sideways, so maybe they aren't sure what effort to make right now. King of Pentacles in reverse, but they're still holding back. You know, that they can be holding back and just trying to be more logical about the situation. This is the extra card in this deck. It's the Happy Narwhal. So, you know, they're not happy right now. They're not happy with the way that they've held back in this situation. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so there's definitely some heartbreak here. You know, maybe things didn't go as planned. Maybe it's heartbreaking to walk away from a job situation if you're going towards a new one. Maybe you put a lot into it and you were expecting to get something out of it. Six of Swords in reverse. So maybe they just aren't sure yet how to move away from the conflict, you know. There's the Tower. And Judgment came out in reverse. Ten of Cups also came out in reverse. The Empress in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, they aren't sure how to move away from this. Maybe this has been like a huge wake-up call for them, or when they come in with this truth, because judgment, excuse me, judgment can be coming in with some kind of truth and clarity, you know. So maybe they haven't brought that to you yet, but when they do, maybe the Tower is going to hit because maybe you don't realize how much they like you with the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Devil's in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. So it looks to me like they're trying to close out, you know, maybe some old patterns, some toxic behaviors that they had, maybe even some kind of healing going on. But this is unfinished. And the Empress being in reverse, it feels like this is a no contact situation. It doesn't feel like this is somebody that you're currently giving to, or the Empress would be upright. And there's the Lovers. Yeah, so this is a strong soul connection with the Lovers being there, and it's mutual. It looks like in the card, it's pretty mutual. So it looks like this is somebody that you're wanting to come back around. It doesn't look like this is anybody toxic from your past. This looks like something that hasn't quite happened yet, and they've just been holding back. So it could even be a secret admirer. With the Knight of Wands, they haven't come towards you yet. So this isn't somebody that you've dated yet. This could be a coworker even, you know, this could be a coworker that you're attracted to and they just haven't told you yet. And there's the Four of Swords. So this situation's in a period of pause right now. You know, maybe they're trying to figure out what to do next. Ace of Swords in reverse and Nine of Wands in reverse. So it looks to me like they aren't sure what to do next. But with the Nine of Wands in reverse, they're laying down the burdens. So that's good. What is the outcome of this situation? Queen of Wands. So either they're going to get up their confidence and come towards you, or you're still just going to be sitting there as the Queen of Wands. Either way, it looks like you win in the outcome. A Star. So there could be some healing brought to the situation. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe they don't quite feel stable yet, or you don't quite feel stable. You know, maybe the situation's just out of balance right now. King of Swords. So they do want to come forward with some communication, and they want to be logical about it. The Magician in reverse. Maybe you feel like they're a little bit manipulative. Maybe they have manipulative tendencies. Maybe that's the toxicity they're getting rid of. The Sun wanted to come out. And the Nine of Swords. So there's happiness here, but there's also anxiety. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's anxiety around bringing you an offer. Five of Swords. More conflict. The Knight of Cups just popped out. So they do have feelings. You know, they want to come towards you with this cup. They want to offer you this. Maybe they want to ask you out on a date. But there's anxiety around this. That came out as the outcome. The Hermit and the Wheel, you know, so maybe they're having some introspection right now and they're waiting for the right time. Maybe they feel like they need to wait for the right time. Especially if there's a lot of conflict in this situation. It doesn't even have to be like the two of you are having conflict. If it's a coworker situation, you know, maybe it's not, you know, you can't date at work, or you can't talk to each other at work, or, you know, you don't want other people to know at work. You know, so it doesn't necessarily mean like the two of you are constantly arguing and fighting. It just means there's some challenges around the situation to maneuver. It could be schedules. It could, you know, it could be your kids' schedules are different. It could be, you know, living at a distance. There could be lots of different challenges in the connection other than just interpersonal challenges. Queen of Pentacles. So they see you as someone really stable. The Four of Pentacles. Maybe they feel like they've been holding back, or they feel like you're holding back even. So on the floor was the Justice and the Ten of Pentacles. So they want to bring you something. You know, maybe they feel like they've been holding back long enough and they want to bring you some kind of offer of stability. With the Ten of Pentacles, they see long-term with you. Also, the Five of Cups came out in reverse and the Two of Swords came out in reverse. So it looks like they want to, you know, they want forgiveness. They want to move on from the conflict, and they made the decision. They've made the decision to move on from the conflict and move into this Justice, Ten of Pentacles energy. Maybe they still feel like you're holding back with that Four of Pentacles energy. The Six of Wands, yeah, so they want some kind of victory. And there's the Eight of Swords in reverse. So they're getting out of their overthinking and they want to come towards you with some kind of victory, some kind of success. The Page of Swords. So they maybe want to bring you a message of truth and clarity, or maybe they're, you know, watching your social media. Temperance is in reverse. They want to bring you some kind of message of truth and clarity because things are out of balance right now. Yeah, the Two of Cups is in reverse. And Death came out sideways. So to me, that's to me says they aren't sure if you've moved on yet or if you feel the same way that they do, because the Two of Cups is mutual energy. So they don't know, and Death is all about ending. So they don't know if this is done yet, if you've moved on from them yet. A Hierophant in reverse. Maybe they don't know if you're wanting a commitment. I've never used this much of the deck before. I've never used the whole deck. Yeah, Nine of Cups. This is their wish fulfillment, but they aren't sure. Things are out of balance right now, and they aren't sure how you're feeling with that Temperance in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so no more delays. Two of Pentacles. No more delays. No more of the juggling priorities. No more multitasking. No more of that. They don't want to hold back anymore. This is their wish fulfillment with that Nine of Cups. Strength wanted to come out sideways. So maybe they're still in the process of mustering up the courage to do this. Yeah, Three of Pentacles sideways because they don't know. They don't know if you're wanting to work with them, if you have moved on from them. They don't know. So the cards left is Ace of Pentacles and Two of Wands, and those didn't come out yet. So that tells me that they haven't decided how to move towards you yet. These cards didn't pop out. They stayed in my hand. So Two of Wands is about future planning, and Ace of Pentacles is about a stable offer. So they haven't figured this out yet. But all the other cards say that they're thinking about it. They're mustering up the courage. It just isn't quite there yet. Let's pull some oracle cards and see for Aries. What does Aries need to know? Okay. Voyage. So this could be the start of a new adventure for you. It says you already have all the answers. This is protest. Start a revolution. So some people might protest this. You might protest this. You might not trust this at first. This is Clover, so release your guilt. And Castle. It's a time for healing, not for war. So with that Temperance being in reverse, you know, maybe when this person comes in, just let the situation naturally heal itself instead of bringing in the conflict or bringing in the protest. So this is a new adventure, a new voyage. And maybe you have some guilt around the situation, or they have some guilt around the situation. So it's telling you to let this conversation that's coming in be a healing conversation. Jeez. So the sun wants to come out. This talks about, it says paint the sun back into your sky. So, you know, let the joy come back into this connection, and sword, make the change. Yeah. So let the change in the situation happen. Okay, let's do this deck too. See what wants to come out for Aries. So this says eternal union. New love is forming. She has his hand on his heart. It says new love is forming. And that's the number 15. So the 15th could be relevant for you. If you're watching this in real time, I think the 15th is Monday. Tomorrow. Today's Sunday. This says birth of creation. So this is the start of something new, potential growth. This relationship is the potential. There's expansion. So something new is developing. Something new is coming in for you. And yeah, so this is exciting, Aries. If this resonates for you, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.